Hey guys, welcome to Safi Mixed. In this video, I want to work out an exercise that will provide us insight about the properties of noncollinear vectors. So I consider two noncollinear vectors A and B, and I construct an equation, a linear equation in the form with let m1, m2, n1, and n2 are four real numbers. Then I claim that if I write m1a plus n1b equals m2a plus n2b. If we could construct an equation like that, this equation is possible only if m1 is equal to m2 and n1 is equal to n2, and then obviously we will prove that they all are equal to 0. We want to prove this. Okay, how can we do this? I can arrange this equation by taking the right side to the left side and write it as m1a plus m2a, minus m2a, plus n1b minus n2b equals 0. Are taking vector a common from these two terms, vector b common from these two terms, I can write this as m1 minus m2a plus n1 minus n2b equals 0. And let me put this as q1, so I write q1a, and this I put q2b equals 0, and from this I can write a equals q2 divided by q1b. Or I can further simplify this in the form minus p b, where p I am writing for the ratio of q2 and q1. q2 and q1 are obviously two real numbers because q2 is the difference of these two numbers, q1 is the difference of these two, q1 is the difference of these two numbers, and q2 is the difference of these two real numbers. Now again, what do we see? We see that a is a vector whose magnitude is this times the magnitude of b, and according to this one equation, a and b both are parallel to a given line. They are lying at the same line, which is obviously against the hypothesis we start with. This equation contradicts the basic hypothesis. We say that a and b are two noncollinear vectors. That means this equation is not possible, and if this equation is not possible, that means q2 is 0. So if I set q2 equals 0 in this one equation, that means we write q1 times vector a equals 0. And since vector a is not a null vector, therefore this equation tells that q1 equals 0. Now q2 equals 0, q1 equals 0. That means q1 we have set equal to this thing. So that means that m1 minus m2 equals 0. Or from this I can write m1 equals m2. And similarly, from q2 equals 0, that means n1 minus n2 equals 0. And n1 minus n2 equals 0 means n1 equals n2. And this obviously what we wanted to prove. We're here. And thanks for watching.